Hi, this is June Fernando from Ramfer Financials. Kamusta po kayo mga ka-RFF? Today, we're diving into a topic that might just save you from future headaches. Sa dinami-dami po ng mga nababasa natin ngayon, ano nga ba talaga ang tama? Ilan nga ba talagang klase ng bank or savings accounts ang dapat na meron tayo? Well, ang sagot po namin dyan ay depende po talaga yan sa sitwasyon nyo. Iba po kasi ang ideal number pag ikaw ay single, pag breadwinner, or may asawa. Pero ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay ang iba't ibang klase ng accounts na dapat nating mai-consider regardless of our status. Alamin po natin kung bakit sila importante or ano ba talagang purpose ng mga accounts na ito. Kaya naman po wag na natin patagalin pa. Here are the 5 types of bank or savings accounts one must consider to have. First on the list is an emergency fund account. From the name itself, dito po tayo kukuha ng pera pag may emergency sa ating pamilya. Typically, the amount inside this account must be at least 3 to 6 months worth your monthly living expenses. This amount can vary based on your personal circumstances such as family size, income stability, and living costs. Ito ay matuturing rin nating safety net that consists of money set aside to cover unexpected expenses or financial emergencies. Ilan po sa mga halimbawa nitong emergencies na ito ay ang mga sudden medical expenses natin, car repairs, job loss, or any other unforeseen circumstances that may require immediate financial attention. Isa pang magandang benepisyo ng pagkakaroon ng emergency fund is it prevents individuals from having to rely on credit cards or loans. Having an emergency fund helps maintain financial stability that of course can lead to having peace of mind. One requirement po in setting up an emergency fund is that it should be easily accessible. So, kadalasan po, tinatabi lamang ito sa isang basic na savings account upang anytime and anywhere, miski po sarado po ang bank branch ninyo, ay mabilis kang makakakuha ng pera from any ATM kung biglaang may disgrasya or financial obligation na agaran mo ring dapat bayaran. And so moving on, the next one is number 2, which is the spending account. Ang spending account ay matuturing mong your day-to-day powerhouse. Ito po dapat ang gagamitin natin for our groceries, bills, and regular expenses. Pag sinabi po nating regular expenses, maganda din pong to consider na isama dito ang inyong mga obligasyon sa simbahan or mga tinatawag na tithes. Kasama din dito ang mga binabayaran nating amortizations katulad ng utang natin sa kotse, sa bahay, sa kondo, or iba pa. This should be placed in a basic savings or checking account dahil ito ang inyong magiging go-to account for setting aside a portion of your income sa inyong pang-araw-araw na expenses or yung mga program bill settlements. Most financial gurus recommend to allocate 50 to 70% of your earnings here. Ngunit, maganda din if you are conscious enough to transfer only what you budget for each month so you can still keep that spending in check din naman. Number 3, the investment account. Your investment account is where your money should grow. As a rule of thumb, upang ma-achieve ang future financial success, 20% of your income must go to savings or investments. This account is your gateway to wealth accumulation. Sa personal finance po, ang pagkakaroon ng hiwalay na investment account also refers to a standalone account that is specifically used for the purpose of investing in various financial instruments, katulad na lamang po ng investments ninyo sa stock market, sa bonds, mutual funds, and other assets. Ang account na ito must align with your financial goals and objectives. Magandang nakahiwalay ang account na ito para mas madali ka ring mag-track ng performance nito, profits, or even losses without having to mix them with your routinary financial transactions. Ang pagkakaroon po ng separate na investment account helps us organize and optimize our investment activities, providing a clear framework for managing and achieving financial growth. And so, the next one is number 4, which is the fun money account. Siyempre, di lang dapat pagsusubi ang iniisip natin ha, kailangan rin naman nating isipin ang enjoyment or ang rewards natin for working hard. At dito po pumapasok ang tinatawag natin na fun money account. Yes, life's for living din naman. Set a bit aside for joyful impulses like concerts, your food trips, or those spontaneous travels. Maglaan ka rin ng konting pera para dito sa account na ito so you can also enjoy guilt-free treats from time to time while keeping other finances intact. Sabi nga ng aming chairman na si Mr. Rex Mendoza, you have to enjoy the process so that what you do with your investing journey will also be sustainable. Typically, nilalagay dito ang portion ng mga extra income natin coming from unexpected windfalls, katulad ng commissions, sold properties, incentives, monetary gifts, at iba pang mga hindi mo inaasahang perang nakuha mo. And lastly, number 5, which is a foreign currency account. Sa 5 nabanggit natin, ito ang klase ng account na kadalasan ay nakakaligtaan or di nating tinuturing na importante. Ngunit kung ikaw ay may relative who is working abroad or may mga kamag-anak ka pa na wala sa bansa, or if you have a foreign employer or client, a foreign currency account makes it more practical and easier for you to send or receive money and convert to Philippine pesos or even dollars. Isa pang magandang purpose nito ay mas madali at mas may access ka sa pag-i-invest sa ibang mga investment vehicles na hindi denominated in your own currency. And of course, pagdating naman sa leveraging in a different currency, it's also good especially when you talk about maximizing your money's earnings potential. In the end, marahil po napapaisip tayo kung bakit di na lang tayo mag-stick sa isang savings account. This way, less complicated pa ang buhay, di po ba? Lalo na't kung confident ka naman na kayang-kaya mong mag-budgeting at naaalala mo naman ang mga iba't ibang financial obligations mo. Well, let's just bring out the old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. The idea is simple. Diversification is very important. Spreading your money across different accounts can provide you with security and flexibility. With multiple accounts, you not only organize your life, it also helps you save and budget well. But more importantly, it helps minimize risks because you're never entirely reliant on just one source. Tandaan, the idea isn't just to create accounts for the sake of it, but to streamline your finances more effectively. So there you have it. Sana po ay may natutunan kayo sa simpleng video na ito. Kayo po ba? Ano-ano bang mga klase ng accounts ang meron kayo? Share nyo naman po sa comment section below. And if you have friends or relatives who might be interested in these kinds of contents, we hope you can share this video with them. And for those who haven't pa din po, please take time to follow us and subscribe to our social media accounts in YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and just look for Rankver Financials. Dahil habang lumalaki po ang ating community, that also means mas marami pa po tayong taong pwede pang matulungan. Muli po, ito po si June Fernando saying thank you so much for watching, for your continued support, and we'll see you in our next video. Stay safe and God bless mga ka-RFF!